3 steps to take to avoid sexual sin. So we're reading Proverbs chapter 7 today. We're doing 31 days in Proverbs, and today we're on chapter 7. And something that I really noticed about this chapter, that it talks about sexual sin. So I was like, how do you avoid going into and falling into sexual sin? Or if you're already there, how do you get out? So here are 3 steps. According to verse 25, it says, do not let your heart stray toward her. Do not wander down her wayward path. So number 1, that means to guard your mind, guard your thoughts. What do you allow to come into your eye gates? What are you watching? What are you scrolling through? What websites are you looking at? Are there some TV shows? There's some movies. There's some places that you need to say, oh, I need to cut this out. What is something that is tempting you or allowing your mind to think about those things, and then eventually taking you and coercing you and pushing you into that action? So number 1 is to guard your mind. Number 2, according to verse 26, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. Number 2, be careful of the places that you go. Be careful of the friends that you hang around. Be careful of the activities that you indulge in. If those things are tempting you to sin, stay away. Stay away. There are some places that you need to stay away from. There are some people you need to start to detach from because they are encouraging you to sin. They're encouraging you to indulge into these sinful acts that God has not called you to do. So you need to stay away for those things that tempt you and lead you into sin. Everybody is not always for your best interest. They still could be a cool person, but if they're tempting you to do something that is against God, then you need to stay away. Number three, we're reading in verse 27. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is a den of death. So number 3, do not allow temporary pleasure to ruin your future. Whatever you do today will impact you tomorrow. The thrill of today will be tomorrow's ruin. So yes, it could be a temporary thing. Oh, I just want to do this just for this one more time. It won't just be for that one more time. Because as people say, when the devil takes a inch, or when you give him an inch, he wants a mile. He will try to get his hooks in you, his hands in you, to continue for you to sin, for you to continue to be able to try to get out of that. It'll be harder for you to get out of it the more that you indulge in it. Some people say it's just one time, but sometimes it can only take you one time to get addicted. It can take you one time to fall into it and stay into it, or for something to happen that will impact you tomorrow. So 3 things to keep you from sexual sin. 1, guard your mind. Number 2, stay away from friends, places, and activities that tempt you to sin. And number 3, do not allow a temporary moment of pleasure to impact your future.